Wow. What's up, the John Squad? This is John Pillion here, your YouTube World Head Wrestling Champion here on YouTube, and I'm coming at you today with my WWE Monday Night Raw review for April 3rd, 2017. That's right. So we kicked off WWE Monday Night Raw with Roman Reigns, and the crowd is just shitting on Roman Reigns. Of course, the crowd is just hating on Roman Reigns. They're all just booing him, telling him to go away and stuff like that. So before he can barely talk, he tries to talk, but the crowd is yet again just booing the poor guy. He won't let him say a word, just kept booing him, just kept saying a lot of mean stuff to him, like saying like shut the F up and stuff like that to him, and just the crowd was just like hating on Roman Reigns for beating the Undertaker. So then Roman Reigns just says that one word, says that this is my yard now, and the crowd just boos that, and that's what ends that first segment. So the first match we had on Raw was a Raw Tag Team Championship rematch. The Hardy Boys versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, and the winner was, and still, Raw Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys. The second match we had in a row was Neville versus Mustafa Ali, and the winner was Neville by submission. He made him tap out. The next match we had on Raw was the Revival, who made their Raw debuts against the New Day, and the winner was the Revival. After the match, they beat up on Kofi Kingston and attacked his knee. So apparently now one of the guys, Dasher Dawson, went on top of the top rope and just landed on his knees. So that's what happened. And the Revival are now officially on Raw. So Raw Tag Team Division's getting better. We had an in-ring segment with Vince McMahon. He gets on the mic and says thank you to the fans about WrestleMania. But WrestleMania was last night, Vince McMahon says. And that next week there's going to be a superstar shakeup. And that the show must go on without a commissioner or Raw GM. So it's time to have a new GM. So Teddy Long comes out and dances, and Vince tells him it's not him. So Teddy Long's saying like, "Oh, my bad, holla." So that was pretty funny right there. So he announces the new Raw GM, and guess who it is? That's right. You guessed it. Kurt Angle is the new Raw general manager. And Kurt Angle gets on the mic and says that there's only one thing to say. He said, it's great to be back here on Monday Night Raw. And it's true. It's damn true. So that means Kurt Angle is now officially the new Raw general manager. Man, Raw's getting better now by the minute. The fourth match we had on Raw was Bayley, Dana Brooke, and Sasha Banks versus Emma, Nia Jax, and Charlotte. And the winner was Bayley, Dana Brooks, and Sasha Banks. But then after the match, Charlotte started arguing with their teammates, and apparently Nia Jax beat up on Charlotte, and that did not turn out well for Charlotte, and so that ends that segment on Raw. So then we had a Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, and Paul Heyman starts talking about how the way Brock Lesnar beat Goldberg and stuff like that, and that he beat him at WrestleMania and stuff like that. So then Paul Heyman starts naming opponents that Brock Lesnar can face for the Universal title, and he says that he can face Jeff Hardy, Seth Rollins, or Matt Hardy, or anyone on the Raw roster. But then what he says that we're not talking about the guy that sits to run the yard. We're talking about Roman Reigns. So they're talking about Roman Reigns in that segment. They're talking about Roman Reigns. So then Braun Strowman comes out, and him and Brock Lesnar go face to face in the ring, and Braun Strowman tells him this: when I'm done with Roman, then you can have him, and then I want to challenge you for that title. So we could see a Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman feud for that Universal title. Oh boy, whew, a lot happened last night on Raw. So then the fifth match we had on Raw was the number one contenders for Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy's Raw Tag Team Championships. Enzo and Big Cass versus Cesaro and Sheamus. And the winner was, and the new number one contenders for the Raw Tag Team Championship, Cesaro and Sheamus. Awesome. Another match we had on Raw was Sami Zayn versus Jinder Mahal. And the winner was Sami Zayn. So then we were supposed to have Seth Rollins and Chris Jericho team up in the main event of Raw against Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens, but that did not happen because after the Jericho's interview, he got beat up by Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens in the back, and what happens here is that Kurt Angle found Seth Rollins a tag team partner, and guess who it was? The return of the Demon King. Ah. Finn Balor is back. Finn Balor teamed up with Seth Rollins, and of course, the winner of that match was Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. That was a great way to end Monday Night Raw on a high note with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor teaming up together for the win, and this is just an amazing Raw. Man, this is just awesome. I enjoyed every single one of it. Finn Balor is now back. Everything is going great for Raw, and I have to give this Raw a 10 after WrestleMania. And who was ever at the Orlando show, you guys were awesome, by the way. The crowd was fantastic. Man, there were a lot of funny comments on there, too. Most parts I didn't even understand it, but still, it was just hilarious, and that about does it for my WWE Monday Night Raw review for April 3rd, 2017. Let's see what SmackDown Live is going to bring tonight. So let's hope it's something good. Well, once again, the John Squad, please like this video, leave your comments down below, and subscribe for more. Next week we have a superstar shakeup, so gotta see what that is. Could be a draft again. So peace out, the John Squad.